chaos on campuses in the US is spreading to global proportions. Let's try and understand how they emerged and who is behind them. What is clear is they are neither grassroots or spontaneous. The early murmurs of a growing movement emerged at Columbia University. It began with a few demonstrations, modest but intense, as student groups convened to protest Israel's policies. Initially a local incident, it quickly gained traction, driven by political activism and social media. The message struck a chord with the campus, lighting a fire that spread past Columbia's walls. These protests have expanded in size and frequency, becoming integral to campus life, with their chants now audible at universities nationwide. This rising movement has become a significant voice in American colleges, influencing more than advocacy and altering campus dynamics across the country. The wave of anti-Israel protests that originated at Columbia University has not remained confined to the hallowed halls of higher education. It has cascaded down to a younger demographic, seeping into the culture of high schools from coast to coast. Teens, still at their formative ages, are taking part in demonstrations that echo those of their collegiate counterparts. Assemblies meant for school spirit now, at times, play host to passionate, politically charged protests. From walkouts in Los Angeles to sit-ins in Chicago, the rhetoric is spreading, with students uniting under the banner of various movements critiquing Israeli policies. The contagion of dissent is a testament to the power of social media and networked communities, where a cause, once ignited, can spread like wildfire through generational tinder. High school campuses, traditionally spaces for academic growth and personal development, are increasingly becoming platforms for political expression and activism. In the midst of the growing tide of anti-Israel protests, a worrying impact has emerged for Jewish students across various campuses. These individuals find themselves in a precarious position, feeling isolated and threatened in environments that are charged with political and social tension. Reports have surfaced of Jewish students facing verbal harassment, with chants and slogans that cross the line into anti-Semitic territory, marring the distinction between political criticism and hate speech. For example, there have been incidents where Jewish student events have been disrupted, their cultural symbols defaced, and their genuine concerns dismissed or belittled. This has resulted in an atmosphere where some students are apprehensive about expressing their identity or affiliations. The testimonies recounting experiences of antisemitism range from exclusion from campus groups focused on social justice to targeted campaigns against students and faculty perceived as supporters of Israel. This surge of challenging encounters has not gone unnoticed. Universities have found themselves in the midst of a complex debate, trying to balance free speech while ensuring campus safety and maintaining an inclusive environment for all students. As tensions rise, the significance of these events reaches beyond the campus borders, begging the question of how these experiences will shape the broader community dynamics and what measures will be taken to ensure educational spaces remain bastions of safety and diversity. As we trace the roots of the anti-Israel protests, it becomes clear that they are but a symptom of a much broader cultural war raging across the United States. Tensions have been growing beneath the surface for years, on issues ranging from racial justice and immigration to freedom of speech and academic integrity. The battlefield has extended far beyond the physical geography of any campus or schoolyard. Social media becomes an echo chamber, amplifying ideologies, and activists from all sides wage a relentless war of narratives, each seeking to outmaneuver the other in the court of public opinion. At the center of this conflict lies a question central to the identity of America. What principles and values will define the nation going forward? The protests, a manifestation of this turmoil, have become a microcosm where these wider ideological struggles play out. Free speech is pitted against calls to combat hate speech, and debates over the limits of criticism against a foreign nation intertwine with pressing concerns about domestic policy and social justice. This cultural divide has also illuminated stark political schisms, and as the nation grapples with these complex issues, lines are drawn in the sand. Left and right, progressive and conservative, the language of division has infiltrated our educational institutions, creating an atmosphere rife with contention and, for some, alienation. As we peer through the lens of these campus confrontations, we witness a reflection of the American psyche in a state of flux, a nation wrestling with its conscience and striving to reconcile its cherished ideals with the evolving realities of a diverse and dynamic society. As the wave of anti-Israel protests continues to rise across American campuses, it's becoming clear that the tensions are spilling out into a broader cultural arena, one that could shape the very fabric of US politics. These demonstrations, initially contained within the halls of academia, are now drawing battle lines in what is perceived as an ever-widening culture war, one that touches on issues of free speech, racial tensions, and international policy. The impact on the ballot box can't be understated. Candidates across the country are finding that their stances on foreign policy, particularly in relation to Israel and the Middle East, are becoming litmus tests for a politically engaged and passionate youth electorate, with campuses traditionally acting as incubators for political movements. The discourse shaped by these protests has the potential to catalyze voter blocs, define party lines, and influence policy platforms. This isn't just about international politics anymore. It's about the values and visions for America's future. As we inch closer to the elections, the ripples from college quads may just turn into the waves that decide which direction the nation sails. Voters are watching, politicians are taking note, and the outcomes could very well hinge on how America confronts and negotiates its diverse tapestry of opinions on this very issue. It's clear. The voices echoing from the academic institutions of today are shaping the political realities of our tomorrow. With this, we draw the curtains on our insight into the burgeoning influence of campus politics on the vast stage of American national elections.